I'm sure many of you have heard of lost episode creepypastas. They usually involve an incredibly graphic episode that conveys such fear to children that it's never aired. There's someone who manages to sneak a viewing or own one of the tapes. The most popular example of this is Squidward's Suicide, in which Squidward commits suicide, hence the title. Of course, all these creepypastas are false, yet I remember a SpongeBob episode that was altered heavily, but still remains in circulation to this day. This is One Course Meal from Season 7. In the episode, Mr. Krabs finds out that Plankton is horrified of whales and uses it to his advantage. This is one of the least popular episodes due to its dark nature, even after being heavily altered. Now, how I would have seen this episode before it was edited? It's really simple. Goodness. This is one of the 7 SpongeBob episodes that was revealed on the internet before it aired on TV. Always a big fan of the show, I was excited at the idea of having a SpongeBob episode premiere on the internet before TV. I rapidly reloaded the Nickelodeon page, and finally it came up. It was known as Plankton Got Served, though it was eventually changed. Most of the episode is identical to the one that's circulated now. Plankton breaks into the Krusty Krab, ties up Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob, and he is about to finally get the secret formula from SpongeBob. Mr. Krabs' daughter Pearl walks in. This terrifies Plankton and causes him to run out. Plankton later claims his ancestors were eaten by whales, and that's why he fears them so. Mr. Krabs realizes this fear that Plankton has and decides to use it against him. He dresses up as his daughter and begins to follow Plankton around, frightening him. Plankton decides he can take it anymore and decides to make the ultimate decision. Plankton decides to commit suicide. Yes, this is still in the show today. You're free to watch it. Plankton waits for the bus as he lies on the street, waiting to get run over. This is when SpongeBob comes over to try to convince him to continue his existence, and where the alteration is made. Plankton fails to heed SpongeBob's words and remains there. In the altered version that was shown, SpongeBob tells him that it was Mr. Krabs' Pearl the whole time, and he gets up. In the altered version, SpongeBob says the same thing, but Plankton refuses to believe him. SpongeBob decides that the only thing he can do is show him the truth, and drags Mr. Krabs outside. Soon after he leaves, a typical red bus comes speeding along. Plankton sits up and watches it hit him, as everything fades to black. Plankton finds himself sitting on a single platform, overlooking darkness. In it, he sees whales, all looking up at him. There are members of his family he can faintly make out, calling for him to jump down. Plankton looks above and sees a light he can scarcely believe. This would seem to represent heaven and hell. Plankton, resigned to his fate, jumps and plunges down into the darkness. This is when the episode ends, and the traditional credits are shown, parallel to Plankton's descent in darkness. Now, some of you may say you saw the show as soon as it was available online. Apparently not fast enough. After seeing the episode, I reloaded the page to find the altered version shown on the website. I kept reloading, curious of how I'd seen the first version. The only answer I can imagine for my viewing of the original episode was that the creators uploaded the wrong file, and moments after, realized it. I may be the only one who saw this version. I don't know the sick ambitions of the creators of SpongeBob had in mind with this episode. Why would a kid's show portray death? Why would a kid's show portray heaven and hell? Nevertheless, the unaltered version is impossible to find. I've searched as hard as I can, and have failed to discover anything legitimate about the episode I'd seen. People have told me that I'd only seen the altered version, and they were too surprised at the dark themes the episode portrays. Still, I know what I saw. I know people will fail to believe me. People will accuse me of just trying to scare people. People will say I have no evidence. There are photos. There are no photos. There's no video evidence of this occurrence. I only saw it once. And it never occurred to me to do such a thing. But I know the truth now, and I want others to know it too. Maybe someone out there saw this episode as well and can confirm it. Until then, I hope you've enjoyed reading about my experience. Okay, since that was so short, welcome to Power Wash Simulator. This is just going to be gameplay of Power Wash Simulator now.